Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I'm still sick because it's still the same day.
And I'm still floating in space aimlessly. I did not get an EVA while in space high, so I did get. It was worth.
Well, you may have, but we had that glitch where your entire everything you did in the last episode didn't actually save.
No, please stop moving fast and away from shit. No, wait, I have to hit back. Back. There we go.
I am working on correcting my inclination with Minmus here. It's going to be like a 3-second burn. Very soon. It won't take very long at all. I'm hoping we're going to have enough Delta V for this. Otherwise, I'm going to be killing this Kerbal. Oh, we missed a little bit. That's alright. It should be fine. You're right there.
Oh, God, I just ran into the fucking rocket. That was kind of cool. Now, I keep getting my fucking up and down mixed up.
Yeah. That throws me off. That tends to throw me off, too. Alright, so we've got a fairly close inclination here, which is pretty good. Now we need to figure out where we need to do our burn from. And unfortunately, I think it needed to be like right there. But we'll see.
Just floating around 500,000 miles above the surface of the planet.
Alright, let's see. I think we've got our mark here roughly. Just need to kind of fine-tune.
This is why I can never. This is why I can. I don't know. I can never seem to. This is probably why I never seem to be able to get anything done in this game. Because I'm too busy fucking around. Because the game hates me when I'm recording for some reason. Is it because I'm playing Skyline so much, Kerbal? Is this why you decided to hate me? Is this why? I'm no longer my most played game?
Pretty sure Kerbal still is your most played game.
Well,
actually, I think Civ is, but...
Overall total, yes. The entire Civ series is definitely my most played game.
I'm just thinking according to Steam.
Yeah, according to Steam. Slow down. Okay. Alright. Come on, let's get to the door now. Nope.
Alright, our burn is in 27 minutes. So let's fast forward around to that. And try not to miss it.
Alright, we're back in the goddamn ship. We're gonna do some time warping here. Because there's not much we can do in space high. And I went I thought I was warping to my apoapsis, but I didn't. So we're going to time warp back to our apoapsis, because, it's only time, and time is infinite in Kerbal.
Not infinite, but
Well, no.
there is life support.
How long have I been right? Forgot about that. I'm only T plus 56 hours. Or 56 minutes.
You know, let's say your Kerbal would be dead if you were T plus
Yeah.
56 hours. Alright, we're starting our burn. We're going to have to stage here. There we go.
Just need to circularize my orbit a little bit more so I don't accidentally go back in the freaking atmosphere. Every time it's my altitude at. So here, why are you like blinking red and everything? Alright, I'm gonna go back here, turn on. I hope I have like power.
What's
Good.
up?
I said I hope I have like power.
Alright, we're getting closer. Just need to watch our apoapsis here and watch for our encounter.
There we go, that's all we'll do. And then we'll warp to periapsis again and set retrograde. Let's see if we can zoom out and see where Dan is. Am I synced? I highly doubt it. Dan, I am in the future. Dan is in the past. How is Dan? How are you in the past?
You've time accelerated, maybe?
Well, I mean, but you're going to Minimus.
Yeah, but I haven't actually left.
Oh, okay.
Man, this thing's like freaking out. I think I may have overshot a little bit.
All right. So let's see here. Let's time accelerate and see what biomes we're over. We know we don't need it in water. Ice caps we already got.
Alright, well, who knows if we're going to find our target here, because it's just like flipping back and forth between having an encounter and not having an encounter.
Alright, so I am going to leave the pod facing at 90 degrees to my plane of orbit. So that would be like the atmosphere would be on my right or on my left.
Yeah, I usually put like the atmosphere on one side of the ship and then empty space on the other side with the door facing like north, essentially, if
All right.
that, equated
And
to space.
he held on for a little bit. I probably should have moved up and down the ladder. Alright, well, we got in space in the Highlands. Didn't venture that far away from our spacecraft this time. There's a dog conversation going on in my neighborhood right now, so be prepared for a possible response from my dog.
Alright, well, I'm not sure we're going to get our encounter because
I'm on the wrong side of the ship.
the game is really confused right now. as to whether we are or aren't. I really don't know.
Like, confused as to what?
It's like the lines for the maneuver node are like flipping back and forth between having an encounter and not having an encounter.
That means you're like right on the edge.
Yeah.
Nope, 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 wrong way, come on.
All right, well, let's just fast forward to our whatever. Stop, like, freaking out thing.
Sorry. Come on! Nimble touches, come on. You know, what was it? I was listening to a podcast, and somebody was ragging on no like joysticks for left-handed people. And then I was listening to something else. I think it was a Handmade Hero, where Casey was being nagged at because he wasn't remapping the key. He wasn't going to remap the keyboard right away. And then people started complaining about, like, the left-handers started chiming in because we don't use WSAD. We really would like the ability to use the arrow keys like God intended. So in answer
you
to
say that, but at the same time, the arrow keys don't let you press nearly as many buttons with your hand as the W, A, S, and D keys do.
No, I will gladly, there is no equivalent to the Q and the E. I will gladly agree with you on that. So I compromise with myself, and I got one of these, like, game pads that are, of course, mold around a right-hander's hand, but, if I don't use some of the stuff on the side, I can use it with my right hand. So I can, because I'm used to using the mouse with my left hand. It's instinctual. Anyways, hey, look, who wants to try to do another EVA here? We're over the grasslands. Let's try to do another EVA. How much fuel do we have? What are our supplies at? Oh, we're great. Albart, you can do this again. You ready to do this again, Albart? Come on.
All right, so I'm just going to try and use as little delta V as possible here. And I'm not even going to get an orbit around Minmus. I am going to slingshot in close enough to do my science on a flyby. And then we'll try and adjust our orbit so we come back in at a reasonable rate into Kerbal without, exploding.
All right, we got the grasslands. We actually did that. Oh God, I just flew over some tundra. Tundra is hard to find. And so is shores. Let's see if I can get shores really quickly. Oh, good, I got shores. F. Yeah! All right. All right, Altbart, you got this EVA thing down pretty well now. Let's see here. Let's. Should we go back down? Should we end like X many episodes worth of doing EVAs? Let's see here. Review store data. We got it over the shores, ice caps, high over Kerbin, high lands, and the grasslands.
All right, that should do it.
Water
Periapsis of 25,000. Let's get our high over science a while.
All right, you know what? Here, let's try this. Let's see here. Let's try. Situate ourselves retrograde, and let's see if we can land on an ice cap.
Alright, we've gotten our high over science. Now we need to... Where is Mimis? Oh, there it is. Alright, now we just need to warp down to our periapsis. Oop.
Okay, so we're going to time warp till we hit the edge of the atmosphere. Oh, I am not... I think I need to slow down more. Yeah, we'll fire some more retrograde here.
How's our resources coming along? Almost ran out of electric charge. That's bad. But we're still good on the rest of our life support. Let's turn our SAS off.
Oi! Cut it out! Get down! I'm trying to land a spaceship here.
Oh, alright.
So... I had a nice glass of water. We're good. We're good. You know what, Alpar? We had a pretty decent mission. I'm happy. You should be happy. We all should be happy with the mission you had here. We are facing retrograde. Should I slow down even more? You know what? Yeah, let's slow down because we are over the ice caps right now. So let's dump our fuel here. Change the autopilot to straight line. Oh, we're gonna be hitting the atmosphere like any minute now. Alright, I need to swing my craft around, launch my final stage, and swing back retrograde. So the heat shield. I think we're gonna miss the ice caps. Yeah, I'm already over the highlands because I don't think they consider that. That I know is not considered. This area right here. That's not considered part of the ice caps. So we will hit the highlands. Oh well. Oh, am I considered? I'm still considered flying high. Like, I need a temperature scan flying low over like just about any biome.
All right, coming from Mimis, what do you think? I should I'm coming from Mimis. What do you think I should put my reentry altitude at?
I'd start with 60,000.
I think that's too high because I did this before and I just like passed through. But I mean, part of my problem there too was part of my problem with that go at it was the time warp. Like didn't stop on time and it warped me into like the atmosphere and like blew up my lower stages. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna a little further away from Mimis here before we do anything.
All right, because this is kind of ominous looking. This area that I'm particularly landing at. I'm going to turn SAS off so the Kraken doesn't get me, and time accelerate. What's my AGL? We are 1,500 meters AGL. Oh, I need to check. It reminds me, I accidentally sent some things via Amazon to my house instead of work. Need to check my front porch. Because, you know, in suburban Chicago, no one uses their front porch. They only enter and exit out of their house or their garage.
All right. Let's see here. Let's get out of Min-Miss's sphere of influence here.
Julie, take a screenshot of this and use this as the cover art for this episode. It's a really ominous spot we're landing in. We are 500 feet AG, or 500 meters AGL. Come on. We're going X4. Oh, we're going to land crooked here. I'm going to slow this down in case. Let's see, do I see a shadow yet? Nice little pan around the area. Half expecting to see some reindeer, maybe some elves running around.
Okay, so this is kind of weird.
Yeah?
I have an encounter with the Mun on my way back.
That'll happen. You could actually, if we were, you know, really good and knew what we were doing, you could use the moon's gravitational, or the Mun's gravitational pull to slow down your orbit. Or to, you know, slow yourself down even more.
I could.
It's all about vectors. And... we landed, and we're rolling. We're rolling. Turn SAS on so we can stabilize. There we go. Let's see. Can we stand up? Nope. All right. Return SAS off. We're going to check our mystery goo here on the Kerbal Tundra. And I'm going to do my first EVA report. Flying high, or flying low, technically. Keep that data. Have him go back in. Board. And do an EVA again. So we can now... Actually want you to let go now of the space capsule. All the other times I didn't, Altbart. Take a surface sample of the tundra. The ground here seems to be completely frozen. It was very hard to scoop up this sample. And an EVA report. Yes, we know a spacesuit is not necessary.
What about 44,000?
Oh, I'd say it's probably more about your angle than your altitude.
Well, angle, the altitude kind of correlates to angle, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'd have to, like... Oh, and I crashed. Well, your re-entry altitude, I guess it would depend on, like, the... If you're doing a perfectly circular orbit, no, it wouldn't. You know, like, you could have a re-entry... You could technically have a re-entry altitude of, like, you know, 50,000 meters, and it be at a much significantly different angle. But yeah, it all depends on the area of your orbit.
Yeah. Well,
at least I crashed this time and didn't
desync.
Yeah, didn't get booted. I got booted from the server for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens sometimes.
Yep. I don't know how this shows up.
Oh, that was too far. What's up?
So I don't know how this shows up on the... This doesn't look like it shows up very well on my preview screen. Or on my record screen. While I'm loading, I was gonna show my Excel spreadsheet, but it doesn't look like it's displaying very well. So we will kill that scene, or that scene source, while we wait for KSP to load.
Alright, well, I've got like 900 Delta V left. Maybe I'll use it when I get in close to kind of try and kill as much of my remaining
Yeah, here. Well, while
speed as I can.
why won't... Did it, like, freeze while... Oh, no, there it goes. Like, did it freeze while loading? Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Hopefully, my buddy Altbart isn't, like, dead wherever he's...
Shouldn't be.
Recover vessel. Recover. And he had 11.5 science on him. And he's available for another flight. Recover vessel. Ooh, 90 science on that. Good job, everyone. Good job. That was worth the pain and suffering. Let's look at Dan's current trajectory here. All right. Oh, that's right. M does not exit the tracking station. So let's go spend some science, kids.
All right, let's ditch that. Oh no, that's already gone. We can get rid of this node.
Yeah, we definitely... Actually, I think all I'm going to be able to get is heavy rocketry, but we definitely want heavy. Let's see, do I want anything else besides heavy rocketry? I don't want plane parts. Advanced construction... Nah, let's stick with heavy rocketry. And I can't get anything else. 90 science, 90 science, 90 science, 90 science. Oh, I could get... No, it's 90 science. Alright. Yep. So let's take a look at our science archives here. Minimize that so it's not in everyone's flipping way. Oh, where have we gotten... we've only gotten crew reports. Hold on. We've only gotten... Let's see here. We've only gotten crew reports from the surface. Crew surface on the launch pad and on the runway. This is fine. Crew reports on what... Actually, my mobile materials bay is what's going to get me my biggest bang for the buck. And we've only done that on this... Let's see. We've only done that... that's still only like barely 9 science a thing. We are probably going to have to attempt a moon.
You are typing very furiously.
No, I'm not. Materials bay.
All right. Well, I think that'll probably do it for this episode, and we'll see whether I survive my re-entry in the next one. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.